Hello, citizens, and welcome back. This is our match preview for the FA Cup final. It's a big one. It's Manchester City against Manchester United, the Manchester Derby, in an FA Cup final for the first time. So make sure to hit the like button, hit subscribe as well. Well, let's jump into it. I'm going to start off by saying I'm a little concerned in this game. A little concerned. Now, look, on paper, I expect City to win. We've got the better team, we've got the better coach, we've got the better players, and if you look at how we played since February, March, I'm confident in this team. I am. But the one thing I'm not confident in is the fact that we've lost all momentum. You can pretty much throw away form for Manchester Derby because I don't think it really matters. Because even when we were bad, we were beating United. Not often, but it happened. We could even beat them at Old Trafford when we were really bad. So form-wise, throw that out the window. But it's all about momentum this game for me. And if you look at the last couple of games of the season against Brighton and Brentford when we'd already won the league, Pep changed it up. He changed it up massive. He made a lot of changes. And a lot of the players I think they're going to play in this game, they didn't even get minutes in either of those games. And I think that's the concern. I think that's what worries me the most, is that United have that momentum because they didn't rest players. They were going for Champions League spot. They were going for third. So they've got it. They've got momentum going into this game. So for me, it's all about how you start this game, because I think how you start is how the game's going to continue. If you look at the Etihad game, we absolutely battered United because we started well. We started on the front foot and they couldn't live with us. They couldn't live with the power. They couldn't live with the pace. They couldn't live with the energy. And we absolutely destroyed them. But then we threw that momentum away when we made all them substitutions and let them get, pull it back to 6-3, which is a joke. So it should have been 10-0 that game. Look at Old Trafford. Did we really click in that game? Not really. But we took the lead, an undeserved lead in my opinion, in the second half. But then we threw momentum away again. We let them have it. Stupid offside goal that shouldn't have counted. And I think if that hadn't counted and it was rightly ruled out, then we go on to win that game 1-0. But as it is, they won it because we gave up momentum. And we've given up momentum as well going into this game. Like I said, I understand why Pep made the changes. It makes sense. But realistically, looking at it, our biggest games of the season are this one and then next one, So we needed to build on something. We need this going into this game hot. We need to go into this game warm. We need to go into this game knowing we're playing well. But we've not really got that behind us at the moment. Like I said, United do. It's going to be a tough game. I think it's going to be a close one. I don't think it's going to be like the Etihad game where it was like 4-0 after halftime. It's going to be a lot closer. I expect Pep to play the same team that he does play in the Champions League final. So I'd expect to see Bernardo in there. I expect to see Walker in there. Diaz, Stones, Rodri, Gundogan, De Bruyne, Haaland, Grealish. I expect the only change really he's going to make, I do actually expect him to play Ortega and not Edison in this game. I might be wrong. But other than that, I expect him to play the same 11 that he's going to play against Inter Milan. So, that team is ridiculous. That team is a joke. Because look at them. They beat Real Madrid. They beat Bayern Munich. They can pull it off. They can, of course. And I don't think anyone in the Premier League can live with us when we're 100%. I think we are probably the best team in Europe right now. That being said, like I said, you can throw form all the way for Manchester Derby. And Derby's always concerned me anyway. Because like I said, even when we were bad, we could beat them. And they're not exactly as bad as we were back then. So it's going to be an interesting game. And I expect Pep to play the same way he did against Arsenal, not the same way he did against Real Madrid. Against Real Madrid, we got Real Madrid stuck. We played with high intensity, we played with energy, and we played with a little bit of aggression as well. We really wanted to win that game. You could tell, because right from the first whistle, we had them camped at the edge of their own half, at the edge of their own box. We did not let them play at all. But against Arsenal, we were a little bit more cautious. We invited Arsenal onto us a little bit. We invited Arsenal to attack us. That's why you saw Edison stand there with his foot on the ball a little bit to let Arsenal press forward. Why you saw Diaz just stood there with the ball all the time to let Arsenal press forward. And then when they did that, we went over their midfield with the long ball. Went a bit route one to Haaland, who held the ball up, of course, and laid it off with De Bruyne. That's how I expect City to play in this game. Because United have pace. United have a lot of pace. They got Rashford up front. They got Martial back. They got Sancho. Antony's injured, but they still have pace. They're not going to play Weghorst in this game. They're going to play Martial, which means they're going to try and play long. They're going to try and get in behind us. They're going to try and hit us on the break when we press. They're not going to try and play through us because we're the better team at that. So they're not going to try that. That's why I expect us to be a little bit more cautious. Why I expect us to just sit back a little bit, invite United forward, and when they do come forward, when they do try and press us a little bit, rather than play through them, we're going to go long. We're going to play up to Haaland. And we're going to look at him playing it off to De Bruyne or playing it off to Grealish and playing it off to Bernardo, whoever's up there with him. That's how I expect this game to go. Now, Haaland has changed the way we played things. And once we started clicking after the World Cup and we got into our groove a little bit, you know, we have mixed things up a little bit. And I think teams have struggled against us a little bit because Haaland does offer us something different. And I think Haaland's the key in this game. I really do. And the reason I say that is because a lot of people discredit Haaland for his link-up play. I see it all the time. Haaland's link-up play is not that good. Haaland's not a better team player than Haaland. That's ridiculous. Some of the passes, some of the headers, some of the flicks and tricks he does to link up play and to hold it up for his teammates, they're ridiculous. And you saw it from day one at the Etihad when we played Bournemouth, you know, where he held it off with 2 defenders and laid it off for Gundogan for his goal. His link-up play is phenomenal, and I think he's I think he's the key for us. You know, you look at our defense. Defensively, we're going to be nice and strong, something that we've not been on the Pep really. But this season, we've been so physical. No, I really liked it. We've not got a lot of pace at the back other than Walker, but the physicality is phenomenal. Akanji, Diaz, Stones, Rodri, Ake, Walker, they can all be physical. United are not going to be able to live with that. And I think the Premier League in general has kind of struggled with that because they expect City to be, you know, a bit of flair, a bit of this and that. But since Cancelo's gone, we've been so physical and so strong at the back. The teams can't, you know, play through us anymore. So they do try and use their pace a little bit more. But because when we sit back against those teams who do that, you know, they find it hard to break us down. And I think United will find it hard to break us down if we play a little bit more cautiously. And like I said, Haaland's the key. Because when we do that, Haaland has to be the outlet. We go route one, we go direct, we go to Haaland. And honestly, people really don't respect his link-up play. I think it's incredible. And I think if he has a good game, whoever he's up against, you know, I think we win this. Whether he scores or not. Like Real Madrid, he didn't score against Real Madrid, but he had an incredible game. What did he get? 2 assists in that game? Arsenal. He only got 1 goal, but he got 2 assists for De Bruyne. You know, he's a massive player for us. And I think that's where we win the game. Not particularly his goals, but his link-up play. So, yeah, it's going to be an interesting game. Like I said, it's the first step towards second step towards a treble. Can we do it? Can we win it? I think this is tougher than Inter Milan. I think Inter Milan is going to be a different kind of game. But I mean, that's for next week. But I think if we can get through this one, I'd say we're favourites for the treble. But I'm a little bit hesitant to say we're going to win. I am. And I know as a fan, you got to be confident. As a fan, you got to say, yeah, we'll batter our rivals. But usually there's a thing niggling in my head saying, it's typical City. You can throw anything away. You can have those moments. I don't think we're capable of those moments anymore. But what we're capable of is... It's weird with City, isn't it? Because you just expect every attack. It's weird because I expect every attack to be scored against us, even though our defense has improved massively. And I guess I do still have that typical City mentality in my head a little bit, when I shouldn't have, because this season's been phenomenal. Now, this second half of the season has been really incredible. And if we're taking our momentum in from when we play in the Premier League and we kept it up for the Brighton game, Chelsea game, and the Brentford game at the end, I'd feel massively confident with this game. I'd say we'd beat them by 3 goals. But because we rested everyone, I kind of see this more like a stepping stone towards the Champions League final. You know, we're going to get momentum in this game rather than go into the game with momentum. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I am, because I want to see us beat United. You know, like I said, it's the first Manchester derby in the FA Cup final. It's a big game. It's going to be watched by everyone. You know, biggest domestic cup competition in the world anywhere. It's big. Everyone's going to be watching it, and this game's going to set the tone for next weekend. It's going to set the tone. So we have to start well. We have to defend well. And more importantly, I think we have to score goals. We can't just win this game 1-0. I'd like to see 3 or 4 goals in this one for us. Give us a bit more confidence again going into the next one. But we're going to be riled up, I think. I think Pep's going to get motivated. We're going to get going. And yeah, we'll just have to see how it goes. Nothing more else we can do. We're just going to have to watch, hope for the best. And yeah, hopefully we beat them. That's it. It's been a bit of a rambling, hasn't it? I apologize for that. But make sure to hit the like button, hit subscribe. Let's hope it's a very blue day. I mean, the weather looks like it's going to be nice. So yeah. Can we do it? Can we beat United? Can we go on to win the treble? Let me know in the comments. And yeah. I haven't decided I'm going to do a watch along yet. So keep an eye out. Maybe I will. We'll have to see. Thanks for watching as always. Like I said, hit the like button. Please do. It really helps. And yeah. Let me know your score predictions down below. I'm going to say, I'm going to be confident. Why not? 3-1 City. Bye-bye.